Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Hey, thanks for listening to my podcast. If you ever wanted to have your very own podcast, I can tell you how to set it up right now. Anchor is an awesome app that's free to download. You can use its creation tools to edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast so that you can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more other platforms. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenerships. And also, it has everything that you need in one place. All you need to do is go download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. I look forward to hearing your new podcast any day now. Thanks. And now back to the show. Hey everybody, and welcome back to SCDC ENT Presents The Aged Woman. I am your girl Nicole. I come back to bring you a word. And the thing that I want to talk to you ladies about is moving forward in a relationship. How do you move forward in a relationship? Because we find that we are either hesitant about getting in a relationship. We find that we don't know how to move to the next stage in a relationship. We don't even know what the next stage is. So we just dwell in the same BS forever, in the same tired relationship, knowing that we're not getting anything that we want out this relationship whatsoever. And we see everybody around us advancing, doing their thing. Everybody's prospering, and while we're just sitting here stagnated in our relationship, and don't nobody want a cold, boring, lifeless relationship, right? Okay, so how do we move forward? How do we figure out if this guy even wants to move forward with us? Okay, the first thing that we got to do is have a damn conversation. How are you going to figure out what I want to do, where I want to go, and how I want to go, if you and I don't never talk about it? We say that we want to get to know a man. How you going to get to know a man if you don't talk to him? That's the only way you could get to know him. You got to talk to him. You got to let him know what's going on. He need to know what you thinking, this, that, and the other. You got to talk to him. So if you can have a conversation with this man, and you could get to know this man, and you and this man could become friends, and y'all could become lovers, and y'all could become, like, you could be his nurse and his doctor and all that got to come about by conversation. Because you can't just meet somebody and not talk to them, and through y'all conversation is how you figure out whether you can move forward and become something. You understand what I'm saying? That's how you move forward and figure out whether or not you could become something with this person. So you have to want that. And that's why I say, and you got to figure out what his mind at. Because it ain't just enough for you to be like, well, I really want this. Because he got to be the same damn way. You and him, y'all got to get on the same page. That's why before you start giving up the booty, before you even start giving up the booty, before the booty even become into play, we need to have a conversation. We got to have a conversation. We got to talk. We got to talk, darling, because I need to understand what it is you want from a sister. What do you want from me? What do you want? You tell me now, what do you want from me? Once I find out what I want from you, I'll tell you what you want from me. And you tell me what you need from me and what I want from you. And that's how we move forward. We can't move forward if we don't ever talk about moving forward. And once we talk about it, we need to him. Because that's not good. You tell him what you need him to know about you. to get him to know what type of person you are, and you let your actions speak for themselves. You let your actions show him who you are, what you trying to do, and where you trying to go. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times the men see who you are. That's why they want you. They already see what you're about. And the most wonderfulest thing in the world is when you meet a man, he already got his own and he wants you to join in with him. That's a beautiful thing, because a lot of our men, they're not fortunate to have overcome the oppression. So they don't even really have a foundation. They need you to teach them how to have a foundation. And it ain't nothing wrong with that. But even though you have to teach them that, you're still not allowed to get all out the way with them and disrespect them and make them feel like they ain't nothing, because we all know that the system was designed to keep them the way that they are. Period, point blank. So I just, like I said, I have to say that because our sisters these days, y'all act like y'all don't know, or maybe y'all just, confounded by it, or you really don't think it's a real thing. Yeah, systematic oppression amongst the blacks, the Hispanics, and the Native American people is a real thing. We'll say that we don't want our men, but who will want them? Who want out? Why would we want our men when they've been reduced to sagging their pants and not having no swag? Who want a little boy? You know what I'm saying? So, and it's hard because and it's also too, we may be looking for men our ages. A lot of us women in our 30s and in our late 20s and everything, we want a guy that's our age. You ain't gonna find, it ain't a whole lot of 29-year-olds with their stuff together these days. Most men don't get their stuff together. They don't even realize they need to get it together. So when you finally meet a guy that got his stuff together, you better get him. Because if you let him go, you might not get another one of them. Because those are very rare and they're priceless jewels that need to be supported and protected. So I don't know what's wrong with you ladies. I don't know why y'all out here, just straight bugging, you know what I'm saying, about these guys and stuff. But as a woman with wisdom, I have to tell you the truth. You know what I'm saying? You can't move forward in a relationship without communication, without being open and honest. And like I said, we got to do that from the beginning of the relationship. And first, it has to be a relationship, and you can't force nobody into no relationship. It has to be a willing thing. Both of us have to come to the table and agree on this. You can't bully nobody into being in no relationship, because it don't work like that. Okay? It don't work like that. So I have talked y'all ear off enough. I already know, but I just want you guys to understand that, and I want you to get the most out of your relationship. If you have dreams to become a baker, you want to open up a bakery, and you never gonna be able to get your dreams in order if you don't have a solid foundation. So in order to build a solid foundation, you got to get some kind of understanding with the person that you're gonna build your foundation with. I hope that makes sense, because I can't break it down no clear to you. In order for us to move to that next level where we are able to think about other things besides struggling, we have got to have a foundation. And once we build up that foundation, we in the game. The world is our oyster. Because what we ain't got to worry about, our men cheating on us, tearing our homes down. We ain't got to worry about struggling because we got 2 incomes and we got somebody that's gonna love us and have our backs unconditionally. So when you got something like that and somebody to help with the kids, ain't nothing that you can't do. Period. So I'm your sister, and I want to see you do good. I want you to have what you want, and I want you to be okay in the days to come. So if you will just receive what I'm saying, know that it's from love. I ain't got nothing but love for my sisters, and I want you guys to be great. So I will talk to you later, and stay sweet, and shalom.